As time marches on, it's only natural for old artists to be forgotten and replaced by new ones. There are some, however, that remain unaffected by the passage of time. British-Australian singer and actress Olivia Newton-John is one of them. In this video, we'll look at her life and her achievements. Her childhood. Olivia Newton-John was born in 1948 to Brindley Newton-John and Irene Helene. Her father was an MI5 officer who was responsible for capturing and arresting the Nazi Rudolf Hess during World War II. At the time of Olivia's birth, he was the headmaster at Cambridgeshire High School for boys. If you paid attention in science class in school, then you might remember the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Max Born. Born was Olivia's maternal grandfather. Before World War II broke out, Max Born moved to Britain from Germany in order to avoid persecution at the hands of German Nazis. Newton-John has two other siblings, one of whom is also an actress. She moved to Australia with her family when she was 6 and attended Christ Church Grammar School in Melbourne. Interest in music. When Newton-John was in Melbourne's University High School, one of her favorite teachers told her that she should follow her dream of becoming a singer. She was 14 years old when she started an all-girl group called Soul 4 with her 3 classmates. The band sometimes performed in a coffee shop that was owned by Newton-John's brother-in-law. She often appeared on local Australian radio and also starred in an Australian TV show called The Happy Show. Talent contest and trip to Britain. She won a talent contest on the TV show Sing 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 and won a trip to Britain. While in Britain, she recorded her first song titled Till You Say You'll Be Mine. She tried to go back to Australia because she missed her boyfriend, Ian Turpie, but her mother wanted her to stay in Britain, so she decided to stay in Britain. She formed a duo with the Australian singer Pat Carroll, and they regularly performed at nightclubs in Europe. She soon joined a music group called Tomorrow. The group recorded some songs for a sci-fi musical film. They also recorded 2 singles, both of which failed to attract any attention. The group broke up after a while. Solo albums and Eurovision Song Contest. In 1971, Newton-John finally recorded and released her first solo album titled If Not For You. The title track of the album was originally written and recorded by Bob Dylan. Soon after that, she recorded a song called Banks of the Ohio, which became a top 10 hit in the UK and Australia. The magazine Record Mirror named her Best British Female Vocalist 2 years in a row. She recorded her second album, Olivia, in the UK, but it wasn't as successful as her first album. She also recorded a song called Let Me Be There, which helped her win a Grammy for Best Country Female and an Academy of Country Music Award for Most Promising Female Vocalist. Newton-John represented Britain in the Eurovision Song Contest with the song Long Live Love. The Swedish band ABBA also participated in the contest with the song Waterloo. Newton-John said she didn't like the song Long Live Love, but she later recorded all 6 of the songs that were part of the Eurovision Song Contest for an album called Long Live Love. Grease. Newton-John is best known for her music albums, but she shot to stardom after she performed as Sandy in the 1978 film adaptation of the Broadway musical Grease. She almost didn't accept the role because she was afraid she was too old to perform as a high school student. Her co-star John Travolta and the producers of the film convinced her to do a screen test because they thought she was perfect for the role. Grease was a box office hit in 1978, and 2 of the songs Newton-John recorded for the film's soundtrack entered the Billboard Top 5. She won a People's Choice Award for Favorite Film Actress because of her role in the film. She was also nominated for a Golden Globe as Best Actress in a Musical. The film is still loved by people all over the world. It was re-released in 2018 in America. End of recording career and struggle with cancer. By the late 80s, Newton-John's musical career had pretty much come to an end. She released an album called Warm and Tender in 1989 with the producer John Farrar. Her daughter, who inspired her to make the album, was featured on the cover. The album mostly consisted of lullabies and love songs parents could sing to their children. She put out another album called Back to Basics, the Essential Collection 1971 to 1992. But soon after it was released, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, which forced her to cancel a tour she had planned for the album. She underwent surgery in 1992 and then returned to Australia. She revealed in 2017 that the cancer had metastasized to her lower back and spread to her bones. She said that she regularly used cannabis oil to get rid of the cancer pain. Her daughter has a cannabis farm in Oregon. Activism. In 1978, Newton-John canceled her tour of Japan because of the country's treatment of dolphins that were caught in tuna fishing nets. The tour was rescheduled when the Japanese government reached out to her to tell her that they would bring the practice to an end. She performed in the 1979 Music for UNICEF concert. All of the artists who performed in the concert donated their royalties to UNICEF World Hunger programs. She was selected as a Goodwill Ambassador to the United Nations Environment Program. She created the Olivia Newton-John Cancer and Wellness Center in Melbourne, Australia in 2008 and encouraged celebrities and cancer survivors to go on a 3-week, 228-kilometer walk along the Great Wall of China. According to Newton-John, the walk represented the steps cancer patients have to take when recovering. She managed to raise over $2 million thanks to the 3-week walk. She's involved in several different charities and fundraising efforts. Ever since she was diagnosed with breast cancer, she's promoted public awareness of the disease. She partnered with Curve to distribute 1 million units of Live Aid, a breast self-exam device. Marriage and family. Newton-John is currently married to John Easterly, whom she met through some mutual friends at an environmental show. They married when Newton-John was 58 years old. So those of you out there who haven't had much luck with love, remember that it can happen at any stage of life. She has a daughter named Chloe Latanzi, whom she considers her best friend. Chloe wrote an article in which she mentioned that her mother helped her with her anxiety and eating disorder. She wrote, "My mom is my hero, always has been and always will be." Chloe is an aspiring musician who released an album in 2016. She plans to record more music in the future. Do you have a favorite song by Olivia Newton-John? Let us know in the comments below and make sure you hit that subscribe button.